In Philadelphia, the Trump administration has succeeded in whitewashing the history of slavery. At the site of the old president's house in Philadelphia, a few feet from the Liberty Bell, the Trump administration has spent months fighting to remove an outdoor slavery memorial, and the Trump administration finally got its way. The exhibit is a memorial to 9 specific slaves who were held by George Washington at this very site. And the court finally ruled that the Trump administration has the right to change the slavery exhibit to its own interpretation. So on the night of July 14th, the Trump administration had the National Park Service replace all of the panels of the exhibit with things that have absolutely nothing to do with the 9 slaves. Most of the panels just talk about general government things. Around the clock security has been increased at the property, and 24-hour facial recognition surveillance equipment has also been installed. All of this to protect the changes that Trump made to this exhibit. Trump originally had this exhibit completely taken down back in January without warning, and the city fought him in court, and a ruling forced Trump to put it back exactly as it was. But Trump filed an emergency appeal that succeeded in allowing him to stop restoring the exhibit until a final ruling came, and the appeal ultimately went in his favor. Keep in mind that this exhibit came to be because of the work of a private citizen and his group called the Avenging the Ancestors Coalition. This group did all of the fundraising and lobbying to have this outdoor monument constructed. This exhibit was not conceived or provided by the government or by a museum. This was the dream of a local group that wanted the story of these 9 slaves that were held at this site to be told. Trump targeted this slavery exhibit as part of his personal crusade, enacted by his executive order that he filed in March 2025 to combat any history presented that cast American history in a negative light. He named this executive order Restoring Truth and Sanity to American History. And it should also be noted that within the last month, the Trump administration has also declared war against the Smithsonian Museum of American History for the same reasons, and has plans to remove or revise anything that talks about slavery, oppression, or injustices against Native Americans, or anything that casts American history in a negative light. I'm not really sure why a sitting president has the time to focus on this, or why a sitting president is using resources to focus on this. Why is it too much to ask a president to just run the country? You don't get to remove or revise uncomfortable history just because it makes you uncomfortable or because it shows the evil sides of American history. You don't remove, water down, or revise my people's history. The United States didn't become what it is today by treating everybody nicely and fairly. There just is no getting around that. And when we succeed in pretending that it didn't happen, you're victimizing those same groups of people all over again and making it that much easier for history to repeat itself.